So let's try and solve this problem. We need to find the Thevenin equivalent circuit of this original circuit. So we can use nodal analysis or mesh analysis, but for now we will use mesh analysis. And we will have to assign mesh currents in each loop. This is I1, I2, and I3. And we will have to make our equations. So at loop 1, we have current I1 going in the negative out to the positive, so it's a positive 100 minus the voltage drop of 2.5k I1 minus 625 I1 plus, in 625 ohms is shared, plus 625 I2 equal to 0. So let's simplify the first equation, which is 100 minus 3125 I1 plus 625 I2 equal to 0. So this is the first equation. Then next, in mesh 2, we can see that it already has a current flowing on this loop 2, which is this dependent current source. But the direction of the dependent current source is opposite to the direction of mesh current I2. So we will have to set it as negative. So I2 equal to negative 10 raised to negative 3 So I just added the I1 here, the V2 for the dependent sources. So let's continue this. Now that we have the value of I2, we can just substitute the value of I2 from our first equation, which is 100 minus 3125 I1 plus 625 I2, which is negative 10 raised to negative 3 V2 equal to 0. So let's move on to the third loop, which is I3 going to the negative out to the positive, so positive I1 minus 4k I3 minus 6k I3 equal to 0. So I1 is here, and we can see that the small I1 is in the same direction with the big I1. So we can say that big I1 equal to small I1. So we can just change this to 5,000 I1 minus 4k I3 minus 6k I3 equal to 0. So we can simplify as 5,000 I1 minus 10k I3 equal to 0. So here in V2, we know the V2 is the current I3. So we know that voltage is equal to current times resistance. So current I3 flowing here to the 6K ohms. So V2 equal to 6K times I3. So we have now the value for V2 here. And let's substitute 100 minus 3125 I1 plus 625 negative 10 raised to 3 V2, which is 1000 I3 equal to 0. So when we multiply 10 to the negative 3 with the 6K, we will get only 6. So the power of 3 will cancel. So we will now have 100 minus 3125 I1 plus 625. So negative times positive is negative. So negative 6 I3 equal to 0. So let's simplify the equation. 100 plus 3125 I1 minus 625 times 6, 3750 I3 equal to 0. So we can use this equation to find the value of I3 or I1. So let's try finding the value of I1. So 5000 I1, let's transpose this. So equals to 10K I3. Divide both sides by 5K. We'll have I1 is equal to 10K divided by 5K is 2. So 2I3. So we can now put this here in this equation. So 100 minus 3125 I1, which is 2I3, minus 37I3 is equal to 0. So simplifying 3125 times 2, 106,250 I3 minus 3,750 I3 equal to 0. So let's simplify further. 3750. So we will have 100 minus 10,000 I3 equal to 0. So let's find the I3. Transpose here. 100 equal to 10K I3 divided by 10K I3. So let's transpose this here. Divide the 100 by 10K. So I3 will be equal to 100 divided 10K. We will have 0.01. So we can find the value of I1. I1 is equal to 2 times 0.01 amp to 1 is equal to 0.02. Then we can find now the VAB here. So VAB is equal to VH. So we just need to make the loop here. Including the terminals A and B. So we will have 5,000 I1 minus A is positive. So minus 4K I3, which is minus VAB equal to 0. So now we will have 5,000 times I1, which is I1 is 0.01, 50, 50 minus 4K times I3. I3 is I1 is 0.02. So 5,000 times 0.02, 100. 100 minus 4K times I3. I3 is 0.01, 40 minus VAB is equal to 0. VAB is equal to 100 minus 40, which is VAB equal to 60 volts. Since VAB is equal to VTH is also 3 volts. So we now have our VTH. We need to find next the RTH. So we need to find now the RTH. To find the RTH with dependent sources, we need to make a short circuit current here from A to B. We need to find the IS, the short circuit current. So we can just use mesh analysis to solve this. I1, I2, I3. So again, I1 is 100 minus 2.5K plus 625, which is 3125. 3125 I1 plus 25 I2 equal to 0. And we know that I2 equal to negative 10 to the negative 3 V2. So here is V2. So in this loop 3, we can see that the short circuit current is here. So notice that we have a short circuit current here. So the current from the 5000 I1 source will not go to the 6K ohms. So there is no current there. It will only flow to the short circuit current. So we can say that V2 is equal to 0. Since V2 is equal to 0, I2 now, I2 will be also equal to 0. So the equation we have will be 100 minus 3125 I1 plus 625 I2, which is 0, is equal to 0. So this will cancel. We will have 1000 minus 3125 I1 is equal to 0. So we can now find the value of I1. So I1 will be 3125 I1 is equal to 100 divided by 3125. 315 I1 is equal to 0.032. So we can make the equation here, which is 5000 I1 4K I3 and equal to 0 because the current will not flow here and it will flow to the short circuit. So I1 is 0.032. So 5000 times 0.032 minus 4K I3 equal to 0. 5000 0.032 equal to 160 minus 4K I3 is equal to 0. So 4K I3 equal to 160 divided by 4K. 4K I3 is equal to 0.04 amp. So you can see that the direction of I3 is clockwise and the direction of ISC is also clockwise. So we can equate I3 equal to ISC, which is ISC is equal to 0.04. So we can find now the RTH. RTH equal to VTH over ISC. So we have the VTH, which is 60 volts divided by ISC, which is 0.04 amps. So we will have RTH of 60 divided by 0.04, 1500. So we will have now the VTH and RTH which we need in order to make the Thevenin equivalent circuit. So now the Thevenin equivalent circuit will be the Thevenin voltage, which is 60 volts, with series resistance of 1.5k ohms in terminals A, 2, and this is the Thevenin equivalent circuit of our original circuit.